Hi, I'm Sean Anders,
And I'm Elizabeth Anders.
and we are foster adoptive parents. And this video is about our decision to first of all accept a placement, and then the number of kids of a sibling set. And again, much like the movie, we thought going in, well, let's just get like a little, like a easy starter kid, like something that we don't know what we're doing, so let's just start with something simple. And
Let's see if we're even good at this.
yeah,
Yeah.
we we didn't really know what. We just knew that we were scared, and we didn't really know quite what to go into. And then I think when we had completed our classes, now here's one thing to be ready for. These social workers are going to try to upsell you into into sibling sets, because sadly most of the kids in the system are in sibling sets, sometimes large sibling sets. And I mean, not necessarily sadly, because actually one of the things that we did learn about sibling sets is that they're not going through the system alone. They have each other, and that can be helpful for the kids. It can be helpful for you. And where we wound up with three, I think that we, especially now dealing with the whole COVID thing, we're really grateful that we have three kids that are all blood relations to one another, and that they have each other to play with and to bounce off of. And sure, they fight a lot, but but I think that looking back, we're really glad that it worked out to be three. But at the moment, when it came up to be
Oh,
three,
it was overwhelming. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. To go from 0 to 3 is a little crazy.
yeah. And I think the first sibling set that they talked to us about, I was making a movie in Boston, and our social worker called as soon as we were, because we had finished our classes and our home study and all of that, and then but then I had to go off to Boston, so we couldn't really get it started until I got back from Boston. So I think she literally called me on the last day of filming and said, "Hey, we have a sibling set of four boys." And I was like, "Okay, Patty, settle down. I haven't even, I got to get home and we got to talk about this." So that didn't end up happening, but we did wind up with three. And that is another story, another video. But what we really wanted to talk about in this one is the benefits of that, and how scary that can be going in, and that it is a tough adjustment, because it's like having triplets that are different ages.
Yeah, but I think for the kids, it really insulated them and gave them this built in resilience, to take on this new home, these new parents. They had each other, and that didn't change. They had each other before, and they had each other in this new place in life. And I think that really helped them.
Yeah, and I don't think I would have realized that ahead of time, the benefits of that. To me, it was just all terrifying, of that's just too much too soon, too many.
Mm.
And then when I got my head around it, I just thought, well, let's just see what happens. And it was really, really hard at first. We had a 6-year-old, a 3-year-old, and an 18-month-old. So we had a little bit of everything, at least in the younger years. Yeah, it was a lot to get our heads around. It was a lot to deal with. It was a lot to jump into. But like she said, there were all these benefits to it that we didn't see. And I mean, one of the main ones was just them being able to go downstairs. We had a little room in our basement that was a great playroom, and to just let them go downstairs and get crazy and play with each other and have a good time together, it would give us a break. Whereas had we got the one kid that we were thinking of, pretty much would have been full-time 24/7 of us
Yeah.
teaching, entertaining, all of that. So it was nice to have those breaks where they could play together. And it was also nice that they, like she said, that they had each other going through the system.
Hmm.
So when the social workers try to upsell you to 9 or 10 kids, just think about it, because it's actually there are some really great benefits to it, and we're really happy that it turned out the way that it did.